A very good evening to one and all present here. I am Dr. P. Sivashankaran from Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today we are going to have a talk on quality function deployment, TQM methodology. These are the basic contents we are going to see now. Introduction to quality function deployment. What are the basic objectives of quality function deployment? Typical concepts with example followed by case study. Construction, how to construct the quality function deployment matrix. Then what are the primary application of quality function deployment? And conclusion. Now let us directly move to the brief introduction. What do you mean by quality function deployment? This is one of the total quality management techniques, which is considered to be a highly customer-driven approach used at the middle level management system in order to understand the voice of customer. That is nothing but translating the customer basic requirements into a specific stated needs for a given product. Let us understand with an example with the basic definition. For example, you take a pressure cooker. So what are the functional parameters for a pressure cooker? First thing, durability. Next, aesthetics appeal. Then usefulness, that is fit to quality. Then technical specification, if you take the temperature depending on the material made on the pressure cooker, these are the different features of the product. So out of several things, which one will be the most highly dominating one? So that will be given a more important preference so that the organization, without losing the customer, they can able to aim for better quality. At the same time, they can earn more number of customers. This is the way of enriching the product quality characteristics by reviewing through customer survey or feedback. So quality function deployment is a part of House of Quality. House of Quality is a subcomponent which comes under this major theme, quality function deployment. It is a basic tool which helps us to design the customer stated needs against with the manufacturing performance. Based on that, we can able to do the competitive assessment very effectively so that we can able to find out the strength and weakness, major strength and weakness of the product. So highlighting the weakness, based on that we can try to meet out the uncovered or unspecified stated needs as per the customer. So this picture which clearly tells about the QFD form or a template. So whatever I gave you in the previous slide, so this is just a small nutshell. So measuring what the customer exactly requires and what are the major target fixed by the company and how the company is going to manage those the expectation as per the end user. Based on that, we can able to assign the related weights, whether the product is good or bad or medium or too weak in nature in terms of design aspects, in terms of aesthetics, in terms of reliability, in terms of cost, in terms of material. In several ways we can able to perform the different combinatorial assessment. Based on that, we can able to drive out the most challenging features of the product as per the consumer uh, expectations. And next comes the history of quality function deployment. So this concept was first introduced by the two professors Shigeru Mizuno and Yoji Aqua. They are the professors who have implemented the quality function deployment after the period of Second World War, and that took a lot of massive improvement in Japanese manufacturing industry. By that time, statistical quality control and the fishbone diagram, these are the other TQM techniques devised by the eminent quality gurus Joran, Kaoru Ishikawa, and Fujinbaum. So these are the people in line with, they shared their opinion to the Japanese manufacturing industry to enhance the business strategies in a much effective way. So later, these concepts are called as total quality control or total quality management. Next, purpose of quality function deployment. So from the initial part of discussion, it is clear that highlighting the customer specific needs and try to perform the relative comparison assessment, and accordingly the scale weighted ratios are measured. That will be helpful for us to do the competitive assessment in a flexible way. Next, we will see the case study of quality function deployment in a machine shop safety line. So in this case study, it is understood that a manufacturing company which has an auto manufacturing production, these are the primary components produced by the auto industry. The current the production volume, the capacity of production is 1,50,000 units, with an outlay employee with an employee strength of 3,500 in numbers. The plant follows a job shop production methodology. Following are some of the key issues addressed in the case studies. The frequent downtime of the machinery that leads to unproductive work for weeks together. Later, the company appointed a separate safety management team to find out the root causes for the given uh, problem, and these are the possible causes that lead to the majority of the production failure: improper lubrication of the parts, lack of absent-mindedness to maintain the parts of machinery by the worker, and no standard guidelines adopted for maintenance. All the machineries are considered to be technologically outdated machineries. These are some of the common specific points highlighted by the safety inspectors. And now our objective is to use QFT matrix to map the gap between the customer expectation and the company performance. So here comes the mapping of the customer perseverance and the company's performance. So here we can able to perform a row-wise, a column-wise comparison. For an example, you take reputation of the product compared with the manufacturing facility and plant maintenance. These are not fairly rated. Similarly, under each technical parameter, the scores which are assigned are not up to the expectation of the customer viewpoint. So find out the row sum and the column sum, and compute the overall correlation matrix by dividing the row sum and column sum, so that we can able to obtain the overall correlation matrix. Here it is given as 1, which is a poor index, which clearly shows that there is a typical huge vast difference between the customer requirements and organization performance. So by applying QFT, we can able to project where we are progressing in our production activity, day-to-day activity, how we can able to better project ourselves by converting the weakness into strength. For that purpose, the quality function deployment is used. And these are the following advantages: systematic way of data collection, shorter development cycle, product development cycle, reduced startup cost with a fewer engineering design. And finally, as overall, I conclude that QFD is a prediction or a forecasting tool that gives a quality assurance to be added in the product. And moreover, it is a benchmarking methodology for for studying the customer needs or expectation. Based on that, we can able to showcase our company resources. Thanks for your kind patience.